Hello everybody and welcome back to baseball right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. This is currently how our World Series or playoff bracket is sitting. The Seattle Mariners, we have punched our ticket to the World Series with a tight win yesterday, and we are awaiting the winner of Game 7 of the NLCS, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. We're going to watch the game, I'm going to commentate along with it, and we're going to have some fun. It's our off-day content. I said that, hey, it'd be really great if I didn't have to play this game at all. Why not just watch it? There you go. That's what we're going to do. I went back really quickly before we jump in. I took a look at the footage. I sent that runner home. But what I also did was I hit LB to advance runners to the next base. And because the runner from second to third, which I sent home, did not pass third, it overwrote what I told the runner to do, to just go to the next base, and then ended up with two runners on third, and it was a whole disaster. I wish that the advance base, one, did not overwrite what I did by pointing and pushing a specific button, and two, if you've already pushed it and you push it a second time, it just adds another base on. That would be nice, but that's not what happened. It was a kerfuffle, but we still got the victory, and that is what counts. As for today, we are going to go back to the 13th, and we'll get you filled in on what happened. St. Louis got out to a 1-0 lead with a 3-1 win in St. Louis. The Atlanta Braves immediately answered back with a 10-0 blanking of the St. Louis Cardinals. After a day off, the series shifted back to Atlanta. They would take a 2-1 lead with a 10-5 victory and a 3-1 lead with an 11-6 victory, but the Cardinals weren't done just yet. They would get a 9-6 victory to stave off elimination and push it to a Game 6. After another day off, they got a 9-1 victory to even things at 3, and that is where we stand right now. Yonoa, taking on Mats. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the settings and the presentation, audio, video. I'm going to turn down
the fence line out there. Defensively, I think it's important in the outfield.
I guess I don't have to turn it all the way down.
Pitches. This can be a challenging place. And people have choked over the years.
That's still kind of loud. But we'll turn the commentary down. Probably not a great thing for me to do, but you know what? We'll see. Oh, whoa. No. Go here. View today's games. Play game. Play full game. And then we jump in. Busch Stadium. Oh. Bought my... Hello? Okay. There we go. All right. So here we go. We're jumping in. Game 7 in St. Louis. St. Louis won the Central, so they hit the home field advantage, even though the Atlanta Braves won 97 games. It's nice that they were able to... Okay, well, at least that gave me a thumbnail, even if I wasn't paying attention at the moment. We take a look at the players and the festivities wrap up. We're ready for NLCS baseball. It's the postseason on MLB, or Inside MLB, the show 24 right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. New games every day, 6 p.m. Pacific time. So go ahead and click that subscribe button, ring the bell if you'd like. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. And here we go. I really don't like... It's off center. It's so off center. Here's your series recap. I didn't realize, I forgot that they were going to do this. I could have shown you, but can see Atlanta got out to the 3-1 lead, but they haven't been able to close this series out. As Matt gets ready. Oh, I don't know. I'm not going to get how they pronounce their names because I turned the commentary down. No. Boy, so it's whatever the first game you click into, they give you all the festivities. So here is the St. Louis Cardinals starter, Steven Matz. He has 2 games started this postseason, a 1-1 record, 9.1 innings pitched, a 6.75 ERA, a whip of 1.82, 5 strikeouts, and a pretty even strikeout and walk percentage, about 2 percentage, well, 2.3 percentage points differently. Michael Harris II is going to get us started off. Lefty-lefty matchup. Welcome to Busch Stadium. Pitch 1 is a circle change in for a strike. A couple of home runs in the last 6 games, but only solo shots for Michael Harris. That's up to the second baseman, and a ground out will get us started. Take a look at the Braves lineup. Arcia Acuna, Matt Olson, Ozzie Albies, Austin Riley, Marcelo Zuna, Sean Murphy, Jared Kelnick still at the bottom of that lineup. Braves in real life got eliminated in kind of a weird series. They played that weird doubleheader, and they actually had to try in the second game, and then just didn't feel like they had much of a shot. Matz, ooh, a little bobble at first, but he picks it up and he is clear. Bit of a weird animation, but does get out number 2. And we've seen the same sequence in the first 2 at-bats. Taken pitch for strike 1, and then a pitch a little lower in the zone that's rolled over for an easy ground out, though the first baseman did bobble it just a bit. It's like someone's falling down the stairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Slider well inside for ball 1. Only the 6th pitch of the inning. Sinker. In for strike 2. The sinker didn't seem like it sunk much. Acuna waits. And fouls off the circle change out of the zone. Acuna is was the Topps cover guy for the first season. Or first series, excuse me, as that one is ripped into center for a single, and the 2-out hit keeps the inning alive. I feel like Topps has had kind of the better cover athletes. They had Julio in 23 and Acuna in 24. I think those are better cover athletes for the show than Olson. Takes the first pitch for a strike, circle change. Doesn't seem like his pitches are really dropping in the zone. We've seen a lot of them up in that midsection. Winds and fires and fouls back the sinker. Fouled off the slider. Missed well low. He's getting the swings, but he's just not getting the swings and misses. That one fouled off again. Circle change at 85, still out of the zone. Gets him with a sinker. That is just too much auto swing right there. That is an awful approach. The Braves strand 1. And it's 1-0, or 0-0, excuse me, bottom one. Take a look at Huey Escar. He's 0-2 with a 13.5 ERA, so not either team's ace on the mound. And his strikeout and walk rate are both way up and way too close for comfort. I thought I was a little worried as we took a look at the statistics for the St. Louis starting pitcher. I was like, oh no, that's bad. And then somehow these are worse. I'm going to go in and fix one little setting here. Let's go audio, video. Let's just turn up the crowd just like a little more. Just a touch. Just a touch. That one is hit. First pitch swinging and knocked out to right field for a single. And just like that, Brendan Donovan's on base. We don't have any idea what the speed is because they don't have the display up where it normally is. Ooh, that one is another first pitch swing, but right to the third baseman. A nice play at the hot corner. We take a look at the... Oh, I don't know that I muted my camera for the Braves. I apologize. Take a look at the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. 17 home runs for them in the postseason. Nootbaar takes that 97-mile-an-hour fastball for strike one. Perhaps trying to slow down just a bit. Oh, way inside the two-seam. Big swing and a miss right there. That one outside, low. One, two, set up outside, threw it outside. 95 on the fastball, misses. Should be a 3-1 count. We'll see what Nootbaar can do here. Ooh, thought about it. Just missed. Nolan Gorman's on deck. That one is grounded. He's going to just take the automatic out at first. I like the play right there. Not a great at-bat, but does it at least puts it into play and advances the runner. So if Gorman can get something into the gap, the runner will be moving with 2 outs. That one just misses high. Caught a lot more of the plate than I'm sure he wanted it to as well. That one misses as well. So a bit of a wild start here. That one's inside. Good take. We'll see what they want to do. 3-0. So just an auto take. With Arenado on deck. That is a 4-pitch walk. Now, I don't really think any of those pitches were worth thinking about. Maybe the first one. But Nolan Arenado comes up. 2 outs, 2 on. And that slider misses. Circle change in for the first strike we've seen in a bit here from this pitcher. Got him swinging on the slider. Can Arenado do anything? Oh no. Ground out to the first baseman, and that will end the threat. The Atlanta pitcher didn't look good, but able to dance out of it. No score after 1. Ozzie Albies going to lead off the second inning here. I don't think either pitcher's thrown particularly well. The Cardinals pitcher's just been able to hit in the strike zone, but they've been far more up than you would want, and he hits Albies on that pitch to bring up Austin Riley with one on and nobody out. Braves pitcher's just been missing wide, low, high. That one, they're going to give him the call on it. Looked like a 50-50 pitch in my eyes. That'll be in for strike number one. No doubt looking for the double play ball here. Fouled as he was very early on that one. Austin Riley, 364 over his last 8. That one is grounded. Is that 6-4-3? Double play right there? Or is that a 5-4-3 double play? It's a 5-4-3 double play. All I had to do was shut my mouth and look at the score thing. It would have told me. Ozuna looks at a circle change for strike number one. It's a big double play right there. The Braves, not that it mattered, but they were not able to turn two. Cardinals able to get 2 quick outs. And you would look at both of the statistics for these pitchers and go, oof, we're going to probably have a high-scoring game. So far, not a whole lot of action going on. Almost a so bad it's good start for both of these guys. That one grounded up the middle, and the 2-out single will keep the inning alive. It's the second time the Braves have hit a 2-out single right up the middle.
The catcher,
Sean spells his name correctly, Murphy, up to the plate. Looks at a sinker, just that is right in the middle. Murphy swings and fouls off the sinker. 4 for 11 in his last 3 games. The lefty winds and fires. Slider inside. Ball 1. Readies himself. Ooh, sinker doesn't get the call. That is a strike. Not only is that a strike, it is strike 3 and it ends the inning. Comes back with a little bloop shot. He is going to stay at second, and that is huge. What a terrible break for the Cardinals.
batting none. The left fielder.
Murphy, though, with a nice job to get a little piece of it. 2 outs, 2 strikes. A lefty-lefty matchup versus Kelnick starts with a strike. In the postseason, .260 average, an OPS of .679, no home runs, 4 ribbies. In the last couple of innings have seen each team, or the last, it's hit to center field, and it's an easy out. So Kelnick can't capitalize, and Matz gets out of it. It's still 0-0 as we head to the bottom of the second.
Leading off for St. Louis, the left fielder, Jordan Walker.
Big swing and a miss from Jordan Walker there. 23 home runs throughout the year.
the ball.
Circle change misses low, 1-1. Freddie Ferguson behind the plate. So far, he's really just missed the one call.
Rescue.
Oh, had him swinging early on that slider. Looks like me up there at the plate.
2-2.
Another slider. This time it's outside. 2-2. That one misses inside. I think he tripled up on the slider there. Wilson Contreras on deck. And missed low, so a walk to begin the inning.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the
Atlanta had the hit batter. That turned into a double play.
John Guerrero.
See if Contreras can... Oh, God. Oh, God. It's horrible. It's horrifying.
That's the ball.
Good patience there on the first pitch.
Ball
And just
outside.
misses outside with the four-seam fastball. So a 2-0 count. One on, nobody out here.
Wood.
God, that would look good. That looked tasty. I probably would have been late and under it, but Contreras takes it 2-1. He takes the slider there as well, just not looking for those pitches in those locations. That one hit up the middle, so he takes a couple of pitches in the zone and still manages to get a good piece of contact on it, drives it up the middle.
Batting in,
2 on, nobody out here for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Smith.
Paul Goldschmidt takes a look at the slider inside. 5 home runs this postseason. Fastball misses low, 2-0. This will be the 30th pitch of the game. He's missed some of those off-speed pitches high. He missed a circle change and a slider up there. Not exactly sure what Contreras was able to get to on that final pitch, but four-seam fastball out of the zone. That's getting interesting here. See what Goldschmidt can do. 3-1. Takes the circle change. Very patient at-bats here by the St. Louis Cardinals. And a couple of times now where you look and go, maybe too patient, fouls off the slider. I'm okay with that swing right there. He hasn't called a lot of edge pitches. You don't know exactly where he's going to go. Gets some swing and then missed it on the slider. Probably wants a couple of those pitches earlier in the at-bat back.
The shortstop, Brandon.
And now an opportunity to try and get out of this. If he can roll them into a double play, that's big. Brandon Crawford. And he gets that call on the inside. So that kind of doubles down on the idea that take it swinging at that slider at the bottom of the zone in the last at-bat. Actually a pretty good play. Crawford with a nasty swing. That pitch was well outside. Way too aggressive. 0-2.
1-2.
I'd like to see something a little more competitive. That one is going to be popped out to center. Cardinals put 2 on with nobody out, and they haven't been able to do anything. An awful at-bat from Crawford.
Second baseman.
That was a lot of what we saw in the Twins series for us, was giving them a strike, a terrible swing on something well off the plate, and then just kind of having to protect against, or protect with 2 strikes. Loads and fires, slider. Gets the corner for strike 1. 23 pitches in the inning. That one is sliced, and he might be sending to home. Throw comes in, and safe. Safe at the plate. We have a 1-0 Cardinals lead. A nice piece of 2-out hitting there from your leadoff spot. I'm a little surprised that they sent him. See what Dylan Carlson can do here. Still 2 on. And a good take there. 98 on the fastball. I feel like we haven't seen a ton of the fastballs. A lot of circle changes, a lot of sliders. Just missed. Ball 1. Carlson last game 5 for 5. Only 1 ribby. 2 seam misses. I jinxed it as soon as I said, wow, we haven't seen a ton of that. A ton of fastballs. Here's 3 of them. Flip the bottom of the zone. Nice circle change. Good location. Probably just going to roll over it, so decent take when it's all said and done. Loads and fires. Late and foul. 2's all over the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 outs. Bottom of the 2nd. Or I guess bottom of the 2nd. Oh, we got him. That was a pitch well off the plate. And the second time we've seen a pretty bad swing from a St. Louis Cardinal with a pitch inside. Donovan, though, comes through. It's 1-0 Cardinals through 2. Oh, look at that. You see that timing? Chef's kiss. Michael Harris the second as we reset the order for the Braves. Up to bat. Steven Matz, that's his 31st pitch, so this could turn into a bullpen game quick if these guys can't have some quick innings. That's a good start right there. 2 pitches, 2 strikes. I like Harris's stance. That one is ripped into right field. That one should be extra bases. Off the bottom of the wall. And it is indeed a double. So Harris, the leadoff double there. Just a very relaxed stance. And then gets ready. Definitely missed his spot on that one. Let's see what the Braves can do with nobody out and a runner in scoring position. That circle change did not sink. No drop in that whatsoever. Just an 84-mile-an-hour hanger. A little surprised to not see Garcia go for it, but perhaps if he didn't love it, he wasn't going to go. That one well inside, so back-to-back circle changes. Both in pretty bad locations, I would argue. 3 straight circle changes, and the 3rd straight, again, pretty bad location. Winds and fires, circle change. That is 4 straight circle changes. There's a sinker in. That was an auto take all the way. Full count here. Okay, well, hey, at least advances the runner. He worked a pretty good at-bat there. Pitcher with the out at first base. And Acuna Jr. comes to the plate 1-for-1 with a single in the first. Matt's really wanting the circle change to work for him, but it hasn't been very effective the last couple at-bats. That one is dribbled up the third base line, and they will get the out at first, but they will trade an out for a run as Atlanta ties the game up with one apiece. Feels a little deflating for the Cardinals, and I'm sure it feels probably feels as great for the Braves as it does deflating for the Cardinals. Another double for the Atlanta Braves. I believe both of those were lefty-lefty, so it's the one in the 4 spot, lefty-lefty, and they have had 2 doubles combined. The other 2 have both been outs. They've advanced and scored the runner, so that's a positive. Ozzy Albies at the plate as we work our way through the second time through the lineup. Rips it foul. Albies hit by a pitch in the second. I believe he led off the second. He was unable to come around and score. Smashed but foul. That was a terrible pitch. I like Albies' aggressiveness here. Matz hasn't been great at getting the ball down as that one is rolled over. And out number 3. So Atlanta ties it up. And we're set. Nootbaar, Gorman, Arenado. Coming up for the Cardinals, bottom 3.
Leading up for St. Louis, the right fielder,
Lars Nootbaar coming to the plate here. They give the specialty Nootbaar, the Newt audio.
That's the ball. 1-1. That's the ball.
We have an explosive NLCS game going on here. My goodness. Out to third, makes the play, fires across the diamond, and it's out number 1. And Riley with a nice throw here. 6-5, Padres up over the Dodgers. They scored 6 in the bottom of the second, and then they gave up 4 in like the top of the third, so it's going to be a wild series. One out here in the bottom of the third inning. Nolan Gorman had a walk to first base, or a walk in the first, excuse me. Yeah, we're walking you to second. And he just has not been able to get a good grip on the ball. He's been all over the place. Feels great, I'm sure, for Atlanta to have a 1-1 game. But I'm sure if you're a Cardinals fan, and I've been on this side, where it's just like, man, this is a guy who is not throwing well at all, and we have only gotten 1 run off of him. Did you see his ERA? Did you see how poorly he's pitching? He is clipping the zone just enough to make the Cardinals hitters at least a little more off balance. That one is dribbled over to first base. Out on top of it and just drove it into the ground.
The third baseman,
2 outs.
Arenado.
Winds and fires. Misses the zone yet again.
1 ball, no strike.
Misses with a 2-seam at 96. Ball 2. Oops. Oh, low, and the Cardinals they're trying to be aggressive and take advantage of mistakes, but they just keep rolling over pitches. That is the same problem I was having against the Minnesota Twins, where the pitches were just all over the strike zone, and we couldn't,
Leading off for the Braves,
we just couldn't get a hold of them.
Austin Riley.
So we head to the top of the 4th. Austin Riley. Steven Matz has 45, now 46 pitches. That one is fouled off.
No, that
Just missed the zone with the sinker. 1-1. And he plunks his second batter of the game. Excuse me. Riley will take first, and that'll bring up Marcell Ozuna. Oh my goodness. 77-mile-an-hour swerve. I can't believe Ozuna didn't take a hack at that. Fouled off the third base line. That one is blooped into right, and we're going to see first and second. No, he's going to go first to third. So a hit batter, and then Ozuna absolutely just jammed. Little jam shot into right field. Sean Murphy's 1 for 1.
ball. 1-0.
That one, another foul ball up the third base line. They should get the run to score. They do, and the double play. 2-1 Atlanta, and that has been a bit of a problem for these Braves, as it has taken 2 outs to get those runs. This time a little bit different than the last. I'm actually surprised he flipped it 2 seconds, because it felt like it gave Murphy an opportunity to at least make it close at first. That pitch left right over the middle, but Kelnick early on it. Foul ball. It's 4 for 22 with a triple in this series. Fly out in the second. From what I understand, Celtic has a real hard time with lefty pitchers. And he grounds out to the shortstop. So, just kidding, it's an error. It pulls him off the bag. He had plenty of time. He just rushed the throw. See if we get a replay here. Looks good. Stops and just kind of yanked it a little bit. So Michael Harris, the second, will have his third plate appearance. What should be an inning that's done. And that's the second time the Cardinals have had that problem. I don't know why you think I don't have a controller in. Hold on. Hello? Why does it matter? I'm not playing the game. I literally can't pause. I need this to, like, turn on. Hold on. It was fine. It was perfectly fine. I like bumped the table. Tried the pick-off move, but no such luck. I think, thankfully, it does pause the game, but it's not really what I'd like to deal with right now. Ooh, that is a perfect smash. And that is down for a double. And the error is going to cost them 3-1 now. Atlanta as the run comes in to score. And an inning that should be done. Uh-oh. Could end up being big for the Atlanta Braves.
Down, ball.
I guess that's the difference. You would look at it and you'd think, well, Matz is at least missing in the strike zone. But if he's missing like that in the strike zone, that's a huge problem. At least, I mean, as inconsistent or even outright bad as has been, at least he's missing wildly outside of the zone. And when he's hitting, he's able to clip those edges a little bit better. That one is left over the heart of the plate. He's tracking it in center field. Makes the grab, and that will do it for the top half of the fourth. Cardinals score one, the Braves score one when they should have scored none. It's 3-1. Walker Contreras Goldschmidt duo.
Leading off for St. Louis.
We have Jordan Walker here.
Jordan Walker.
Nope, ball.
Slider misses the zone. Walker 0 for 2 in his last game with a strikeout.
Ball, that's high.
And well inside. Atlanta takes advantage of a hit batter and an error. That slider just got inside. Those are some of the most, I thought it was going to be a 4-pitch walk and it just dropped in. Those are some of the most frustrating pitches that we saw throughout the Minnesota series. Late on a pitch that looked pretty hittable, and just like that, it's 3-2. And he misses. Okay. St. Louis gets the inning started with a walk. Third of the day.
The catcher.
Needed a bloop and a blast. They got the bloop. But can they get the blast? Contreras, he wanted that. He thought about it. Oh. I'd like to see St. Louis be a little more aggressive. Not that aggressive. Okay. Well, I got what I wished for. Should probably be a little more aggressive on the first pitch. I don't know. Oof. Having a conversation with myself. One part of me going, yeah, be more aggressive. The other part going, well, at least he fouled off that slider. 0-2. That was the 69th pitch of the game for Ynoa. That one's smashed, but it's going to go foul. Another foul ball. Count remains 0-2. And gets him with a slider out of the zone. Strikeout. High fastball, low slider. Big speed difference right there in Contreras. You can see from the ump cam way too far in front of that one. Paul Goldschmidt now with 1 on and 1 out. They're going to go with the steal attempt. It's a strike, and they're going to get it out. St. Louis. Oh, no. We don't know what the speed ratings are. Looked like it was kind of a bad jump and maybe even an early dive. Because he is sliding in for a bit there. So they try to get a runner in scoring position. It's kind of a double whammy. Though not the worst double whammy. It's only strike one. But it's a really bad swing. It's a really bad swing and miss. And a bad jump.
That's the ball. Outside.
Misses again. I don't think that this is a pitcher you would really want to try and steal against. You might let him walk you onto the base. That one sliced. Foul ball. That's 2 in this inning. And that one is sliced back to right field. This time it's fair. Could be 2 on 1 out. Instead, it's 1 on with 2 out. Goldschmidt, though, keeps the inning alive.
Brandon Crawford.
Crawford had a pretty bad at-bat last time he was up. And not off to a great start. I do like the aggression on the first pitch. That was also just a nice slider at the top of the zone. Way too aggressive on the circle change there. Crawford 2 for 3 last game with a couple of doubles.
That's low. That's the ball.
Slider just misses. That's brutal. This Cardinals lineup is floundering. The hit batter. Oh. The hit batter and the error are the reason that the Atlanta Braves are leading this game. Matz comes back out. Throws in a slurve, and Acuna takes that for a strike. Tries to go back to the slurve. Matz has seemed to like throwing the same pitch like 4 times. Sinker outside. Fouled off. That one hit to second. Flips over to first, and that is out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt.
Curious to see when either of these teams go to the bullpen. Somehow you have to balance. This could be the last game of the season with... I mean, there's still days off, though. I just don't think there's that many days off. I mean, it's still a 7-game set. You could say screw it. Throw everything out there that you have. And then if you win, not like tank the first game, but just kind of understand like we're going to either need to have a decent-sized lead or just kind of hope. Oof, big swing on that circle change, and that was not a good location, but Olsen was way out ahead of it, and it's his second strikeout of the game. That's the pitcher. So 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Steven Matz just threw his 69th pitch. Noyce for a strikeout. Sinker just misses, but these pitches well up in the zone. That sinker in, but still up. Slurve flips the top of the zone. Again, just that pitch is just up, up, up. Albies fouls off a sinker and stays alive. Jumps out of the way of that one. Strike. Or ball 2, excuse me. Fouled off and stays alive. Crushed out to left field. That is going to be a double. Throws a little offline, and the Atlanta Braves another bout of 2-out magic. I don't know why this pitcher is still in the game. He has not had it all game long. His defense at times hasn't helped him. I guess really just the one time. But he hasn't helped himself with a couple of hit batters and not being able to get out of the inning with 2 outs. Austin Riley, speaking of hit batters, hit by pitch and did score a run. 0 for 1 on the day, though.
No, that's down.
This is a couple of pitches down, and it's 2-0.
No, that missed.
Ooh, that slurve is a strike. That's another brutal call against the Cardinals. 3-0 count coming up. And he walks him. There's no way he can stay in this game. And he will. Marcell Ozuna on a 2 for 2 day. 3 home runs, 5 ribbies for him in the series. Nice pitch there on the outside quarter for strike 1. Albies and Riley on second and first. A sinker in for strike number 2. His 83rd pitch of the game, and that first pitch of this at-bat is one of the few times we have seen him dot something. That circle change to low and outside. Or low outside, low. Ball 1. Hits the swing and the miss. That is huge. They strand a couple of runners, and it remains 3-1. So Matt's doing an okay job. As he gets Ozuna fishing. We're halfway home here in St. Louis. Brendan Donovan, 6 for 25. 2 for 2 today. Takes a look at a slider. Again, still surprised that these pitchers are in.
That's the ball.
It's a good call for St. Louis right there. You'd hate to see that be called a strike. A couple of bad calls against him. Ooh, and that's not what you're looking for. He jams him on the inside. And that has been the story of the day for St. Louis. They have been fooled several times on those inside pitches. It's either been strikes or really bad, like strikeout strikes, and really bad pieces of contact like that. I like the aggression on it, but just under it. And that is out number 2. So a quick couple outs here.
The right fielder, number 21.
There is good aggression, but under it. Cardinals just cannot figure this pitcher out. He might be literally so bad he's good. But you're talking about a brutal 2-run inning that involved a hit batter and an error. St. Louis finally going to make a pitching change here in the top of the 6th inning. John King's going to come out, a 1.23 ERA and 7.1 innings pitched. He has a 1-0 record in 4 games, 3.7% strikeout rate, And I don't know what it's doing. I don't know why. It's literally just sitting here. I wonder if I have it flipped upside down. USB-C kinda sucks.
Hee-haw.
Four-seam fastball in at 92 for strike one. Foul ball. Whoa. Does he have a shot at it? That was a tough one to look at.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder, Jared.
That's out number one.
No, that's
Oh,
the
just
ball.
misses with a circle change.
1-0.
He's had a pretty tight zone throughout the day. A couple of times it's definitely been the wrong call, but
Ball, that's
missed
it.
with the sinker there. He started so strong with that first batter.
Nope, ball.
Oh, the sinker misses. So 3-0.
Hee-haw.
Kelnick takes the automatic strike. 3-1. And Kelnick. Contact sounds good, but foul. 3-2. One away here in the top of the sixth inning. Hits it to the first baseman, who flips it to the pitcher, covers the bag, and that's out number two.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Harris.
Hee-haw.
Nice pitch there. Strike one. King's done a nice job to come in here and throw a lot of strikes. Kelnick at bat wasn't great, and of course, as soon as I say he throws a lot of strikes, there's the ball. Flare out to center, tracking it well, and makes the easy catch. Good inning by King. Holds the lead at 3-1. Pierce Johnson's going to come in here for the Atlanta Braves. A strikeout rate of 30% in 8.2 innings this postseason. 10 games with a 1-0 record. He has a single hold. 3.12 ERA.
Leading up for St. Louis, the designated hitter.
Let's see if St. Louis can figure out this pitcher and get some things rolling. St. Louis is really beating themselves. Ooh, slurve on the outside, called a strike. A little surprising with how he's called most of this game. Lee and Murphy in the pen for the Atlanta Braves. Fastball misses high, ball one. Oh, that's a four-seam at 97. Sailed all the way. But a huge swing and miss from Nolan Gorman. 1-2. Hit him. Okay. Well, it's St. Louis. What can you do here? Nolan Arenado. 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs. Atlanta's been able to cash in on a hit batter. Can St. Louis do the same? Good take on pitch number one, well outside. Ball one. 10 times Gold Glove. Four seam in. Nice bounce back pitch there. And A good take on the slurve. 2-1. That is a nightmare combination as we take a look at Pierce Johnson.
That's the ball.
He was at, what, 96 on the fastball, and that slurve was high 70s, low 80s. Something disgusting. It maybe was late 87. I don't know.
Ball four.
It was 89 on the slider, and that's ball 4. So a hit batter and a walk. 2 on, nobody outs. It's going to bring up Jordan Walker. 295 this postseason with 4 home runs and 5 ribbies. Big swing and a miss. That slurve at 86. So not quite the speed differential I was thinking it was, but still a lot of movement on it. The 10 miles an hour, that's usually what I struggle with. That one is hit and popped to left field. St. Louis cannot do this again. 2 on, nobody out. A pretty terrible at-bat right there by Jordan Walker.
Catcher number 40.
I say that knowing full, like, how was. I say that knowing how bad some of my at-bats have been. Makes me feel like I can say it. Contreras takes a slurve at 87, right on the edge there. Looks like he gave a little shoulder hesitation, but lays off of it, and that's good news. Lays off that pitch as well. So a really nice pitch for strike 1, but a couple not even think about it pitches for balls 1 and 2. That one way outside. You can see the catcher there, Murphy. Calm down. We see that quite a bit. And he walks him. He walks the bases loaded. A hit batter, a walk, an out, and a walk. And it's bases loaded, 1 out for Paul Goldschmidt. 7 for 24, 4 home runs.
Hee-haw.
96 on the fastball to get him started. 7-time All-Star. I don't know why they listed out all of those years individually. Usually you would have 1 year a dash than the last year, but it was sequential. Another nice pitch right there, going for that double play.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch bounced in the dirt. Good job by Murphy to collect it. 1-2. Fouled off. He was early on that, but held his bat just enough to get the foul ball.
2-2.
Outside with the slurve, 2-2 the count. It's some swinging on the slurve. It's strike 3 and out number 2. And they are going to bring in the lefty Dylan Lee. A 5.79 ERA in 10 games, 9.1 innings pitched in those 10 games. 1 hold. Pretty high batting averages for both sides. 286 for righties, 300 for lefties. There must be a lefty-lefty matchup here. It is indeed Brandon Crawford. The base is loaded. Not a great spot for a pitcher to come in, but Crawford takes a look at a slider.
0-1.
Fastball is just outside the zone, but the swing and the foul ball makes it 0-2. And that is a pop-up. So, the Cardinals load the bases with 1 out and do nothing with it. They get a hit batter and 2 walks, 2 pop-outs, a strikeout, and making the Braves manager look a little extra smart.
Number 93, Keenan Middleton.
When he switched to go lefty-lefty there, Kenyon Middleton coming in. Low ERA in 8 innings in 7 games. But some high batting averages, which is would be a concern. A concern of mine. But maybe able to work out of some jams. Comes in a fastball at 94 for strike 1. Top 7 in a low-scoring affair, 3-1. If you've randomly accidentally clicked to this exact point in the video. Grounder to the shortstop, picks it and throws. I don't know who this shortstop is, but that's the second throw that it's Crawford. I don't know why he's in the lineup. He is the error on their team, and that throw was bad. He's also 0 for 3 and has not looked good at the plate. Acuna Jr. up on a 1 for 3 day. Slider misses for ball 1. Four-seam in a dangerous place for a man like Acuna, who also has a very relaxed batting stance. But it's in for strike 1 and then yanks that pitch for ball 2. Goes right back to that fastball. So it's been off-speed fastball, off-speed fastball. Led to a 2-2 count. He's hit his spots with those 2 fastballs. And goes with a slider, a much more competitive looking slider, and gets him swinging and missing. That is out number 2. Matt Olson, 1 for 3, a double back in the 3rd. Pitch misses wide. Ball 1. Slider at 85. Looked like he left that four-seam in a very hittable spot, but mercifully for him, just fouled away. That would have been another fastball. That one was slightly better contact. Wilson swings and misses on a slider way off the plate. And we will head to the 7th inning stretch. It's still 3-1. Cardinals running out of time. They're going to bring in Tyler Matstick. Matstick? 27 ERA. Gross. Gross, gross, gross. 0.2 innings pitched, so.
The second baseman.
Oh, Brendan Donovan is. I'm getting the Brendans and the Brandons confused. I apologize. Four-seam fastball is outside for ball number 2. Braves bullpen doesn't look great. That one is rolled over. St. Louis just might not have the gas.
The center fielder, number 3, Gillen Carlson.
The Braves pitchers haven't looked good. Ooh, man, that is a brutal call. That is an absolutely heinous call. One after the ball. That's been St. Louis all day. All day. Awful swings.
That missed. That's the ball.
That one's high. Should be a 3-1 count, but it's 2-2 with the bad swing mixed in there. A bad swing and a generous call.
Full count.
That one's inside. Still just a bloop and a blast away from tying this game, but running out of time, bottom 7. 1 out and a full count. And that is late and under it. Popped sky high to the first baseman, Matt Olson.
The right fielder, number 21.
I was hoping for a little bit more offense, but instead we watched St. Louis beat themselves.
Yeah.
Bart takes a look at a slider.
No ball. 1 strike. No, that missed.
Thought about that one, but misses low, 1-1. Sliced, and that is a fair ball. Gonna get to it cleanly, so it should just be 1. You also have to remember that St. Louis tried to steal,
Now batting, the designated
and that was a very poor move. I don't think he would have come around to score or anything, but they've had some bad aggression at times. Slider clips the corner and gets the strike. Nolan Gorman's over, 1 hit by pitch and a walk. Big swing and a miss on a curveball at 79 miles an hour. These lefty-lefty matchups are crushing the Cardinals.
No, that's down.
Just missed. Ball 1.
Ball.
Okay. High and inside. Ball 2.
You got a full count.
Slider way outside. It's a full count with 2 away. Arenado waits on deck, and that one wasn't even anything to think about. Got to try and get him to be at least... It's got to be competitive. We're going to bring in a righty here. Penn Murphy coming in. He has a very high ERA at 7.27, and righties are batting .348 against him this postseason in 10 games. 8.2 innings pitched, 20% strikeout rate. See what Arenado can do here. Slurve at 76. Nootbaar and Gorman. We don't get the speed ratings, which is a little unfortunate. It's a good take there. Slurve at 77, 1-1. That one is hit to second, but he can't get a hold of it. It's safe at first. Bases loaded. Arenado just barely beats it out, and it's a base hit. I guess a little surprising. It didn't seem like it was... Oh, yeah, that is a bang-bang play. It was right behind my camera, unfortunately, but that was a tight one. Oof, Jordan Walker. That is not what you want to see. 2 walks. He does have the run on 0 for 1 day. 4 home runs this postseason. That sword does not get the call. Ball 1. Leading 99 on the four seam. Strike 2. Fouled away. Two outs, bases loaded. Fouls it up the third base line. And we'll go again. Shot into the gap should tie this game. The foul ball makes us wait for one more pitch. That one fouled off as well. Whew. That one misses well outside. Ninth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And another good take. Full count. Wilson Contreras on deck. And it's an out. Oh! It's maybe the best contact they've had all night, but they can't get it to fall. It stays 3-1. It is like I am controlling the St. Louis Cardinals. They've had the bases loaded twice, and they have come away with nothing. Just that last ball stayed up in the air just a little too long as we get a new pitcher for the Cardinals. Ozzie Albies. Might have been the best at bat we've seen from Donovan. I don't think that's who that was. I can't remember the name of the batter. That one is fouled back. Four seam, like that is center cut. That should have been crushed. Gallegos lucky that he missed that one. That one's fouled off. Circle change at 88. I mean, the Cardinals batter did bring it back to 3-2. That pitch wasn't great from the Braves pitcher, as we see a nice pitch there for strikeout number 1 for him. He forced that pitch inside, just couldn't get it to drop. Pitch number 1, hit and foul. Missed outside with the slider at 86. Check swing there. Man, that is the second hit like that Atlanta has had. They have gotten them to swing inside on the jam shot, just kind of garbage check swing, and they have been able to get that for hits, whereas St. Louis has been popped out a couple of times on those. First pitch fouled away by Marcell Ozuna. 2 for 3 with a couple of singles. One away here in the top of the 8th. That one is hit solidly, and it should just be station to station. So 2 on 1 out. Ozuna picks up, I believe it's his 3rd single of the day. I don't like that mascot at all. Oh God. Fly ball out to right. Surprisingly aggressive swing there on pitch number 1. Gets the ball in quickly to hold the runner at second. Well, it's going to give St. Louis some life here. It's a nice catch. But a real opportunity there for Atlantis to kind of break things open. Now it feels like you're going to have to kind of scrape across a run. Kelnick, though, is pretty good against the righties, but not in this scenario. It's a fly ball for an out, and St. Louis survives. They've given up 10 hits to this Braves team. They've gotten 6 themselves. Brandon Crawford. Brendan Crawford and Brandon Donovan. Oh, boy. Raisel Iglesias comes on in. No ERA. Lefties batting abnormally high at 500. 11.1% strikeout rate. Only a couple of appearances. Wilson Contreras. He's only 3 for 24 in this series. 1 for 2 tonight.
No, that's outside.
And takes a pitch for a ball. Slider on the outside. Minter and Lopez coming in. Not exactly sure who's the closer for this team.
Outside. That's the ball.
Just misses with the four-seam fastball.
Hurt.
2-0 check swing, but it's in for strike number 1. Fouls that one off for strike 2. Sliced but grabbed. That's a great play by the second baseman. Is that Ozzy Albies? Is that?
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So St. Louis has hit into some pretty bad luck in these last couple of innings. Paul Goldschmidt up and takes that one for strike 1. 1 for 3 with a single in the 4th. Low and misses for ball 1. Raisel Iglesias. You can see the splits there. That one is hit and driven. Has a beat on it and makes the catch on the run. Acuna.
Now back, the shortstop, Brandon.
St. Louis just cannot get anything down here. They're down to their final 4 outs. So it's Brandon Crawford. He's up an 0 for 3. It's a big hack, but pulls it foul. Hit again, pulls foul. Had to beat on a couple of those, both of those pitches.
1-2.
Slider well inside. Good job to lay off it. Oh! Laid off the circle change and he gets the call on the mound. It's strike 3. Inconsistent performance from the umpire, and it has really bit the St. Louis Cardinals throughout this game. Whether it's non-calls or strikes called balls or pitches on the edge against them that have been called strikes. Michael Harris gets a very hittable pitch and pulls it foul. Ball or strike 1. Drops in the slider.
No ball. 2 strikes. That's the ball. That's down.
Four-seam drops out of the bottom of the zone and misses. Ball number 1. That one's well inside. hit, but late and under it, tracking it in left field and grabs the out. Out number 1. Orlando Arcia. Arcia? That one is lazy fly ball out to left. Making it work here in this top of the 9th. 2 down. Doing a good job keeping this game close. Slider way outside for ball 1.
That's a ball.
Four-seam misses as well. Perhaps pitching a little carefully here to Ronald Acuna Jr., which isn't surprising, and I would assume would be advised, you know? So the change drops and just misses. Matt Olson waiting on deck. 3-0 count. We'll see if he gives him anything to hit here. He does not. So a pretty easy at-bat there for Ronald Acuna Jr. in what could be a much more tense situation.
Matt Olson.
Oof, perfect into the gap. He's going to get to it. We'll see if they send him from third. We're going to hold. It looks like everyone holds. So first to third.
The batter number 1.
I'm a little surprised at how awful the camera work is there. If they just put the little display up in the corner that they usually give me, it'd be way easier to commentate that and see where they are. Ozzy Albies pops it foul. I mean, you want to keep this a 2-run game. You want this to be a bloop and a blast game. 3-run deficit starts to get real tricky, but St. Louis has had their chances. Pitch misses low, ball 1. Nice dotted fastball up there in the corner. Ooh, smashed foul. Fouls off the slider. Another foul ball. Forcing fastball way up for ball 2. Smashes yet another pitch foul. Another foul ball, this one behind the plate. Still a 2-2 count. Another foul ball. Another foul ball. Oh my goodness. 22 pitches in the inning. finally gets the swing and miss. What an at-bat by Albies. It's going to come down to Donovan, Carlson, and Nootbaar to get things going. Still 3-1 as we head to the bottom of the ninth. Winner to the World Series.
Now pitching for Atlanta.
AJ Minter coming in. 333 average for both sides. A 6.75 ERA. 2 saves and 2 opportunities.
Leading up for the Cardinals, the second baseman,
Brendan Donovan 6 for 27.
Donovan.
There's a couple of singles tonight. Lefty-lefty matchup. Four-seam fastball in at 97. Fouls the ball off. That's 0-2. Let's get another pitch off. And swings under that one. Strike 3.
The center fielder, number 3, Dylan Carlson.
Does not seem like the St. Louis Cardinals offense has it tonight. And in the Atlanta Braves, you would look at pitch number 1, right up the middle past the diving infielder. And that'll be a single. Atlanta has done a terrific job, and I probably haven't given them enough credit for this. They've done a terrific job at getting key hits. They take advantage of the hit by pitch. They take advantage of the error. They do a really good job to get themselves into a position where they can close it out here in the bottom of the ninth. Nootbaar versus Minter. 1 on, 1 out. Can't imagine that you would try to steal in this situation. That run does not matter. Nootbaar takes that fastball, makes it a 1-1 count. Circle change just off the edge. Those are the kind of calls that St. Louis needs. And those are the kind of calls that they need to be continually called a ball. Atlanta's been pretty generous at times with the walks. It's a 3-1 count here. That circle change did just miss, but it's been a ball all game long. Nootbaar fouls it up the first base line. And he'll take the walk. Okay, tying run on first base. Winning run at the plate. It's Nolan Gorman. He has drawn 2 walks today and been hit by a pitch. It's yet another lefty-lefty matchup. Gotta let him throw a strike in this situation as that one misses well low. Ball 1. Nootbaar with a big swing, or Gorman, excuse me, with a big swing and a miss on the fastball inside. That's been a trouble spot for the Cardinals all day long. My cutter catches the top of the zone. 1-2. That one is going to be a double play to end the game. The Atlanta Braves are going to the World Series. And that is who we will be facing off against. This St. Louis Cardinals team looked bafflingly bad. That's why I was watching this game just thinking, how did they score 9 runs? These pitchers for Atlanta were not good. They were not consistent. They were all over the zone. They walked them a ton. They had 2 bases loaded opportunities in the 6th and the 7th, I want to say. Maybe the 6th and the 6th and the 7th, where they scored no runs. Oh, Atlanta survives, blowing a 3-1 lead, but they come up when it means the most. Neither starting pitcher was good. They were both all over the place, leaving very hittable pitches at times. The Atlanta Braves walked players routinely, but St. Louis's inability to get those key swings and their terrible habit of swinging at awful pitches is what doomed him in this one. That last at-bat is a great example. You see the pitch well outside of the zone. It's a fastball low. Doesn't swing at it. It's another, I believe it's a fastball, whatever the pitch is. It's inside. It's a terrible swing. He takes the cutter and then kind of forces himself to have to swing. Otherwise, it's a 2-1 count instead of a 1-2 count. Rolls over, and it's a double play to end the game. Michael Harris, too, is your player of the game, 2 for 5 with a couple of doubles. He knocked in a run and scored a run. Austin Riley was 1 for 2. He scored a run as well. Marcell Ozuna was 3 for 4 with a strikeout. And Ronald Acuna Jr. was 1 for 4, and he knocked in a run. So you have 2, 5, 6, 7 of the 11 hits between those 4 players right there. Notable players for St. Louis, Brendan Donovan was 2 for 5. He knocked in a run. Nolan Arenado was 1 for 3 with a walk. Newt Barr, 1 for 4 with a walk. And Nolan Gorman was 0 for 2, but did draw 2 walks. Steven Matz tagged with a loss. 5 innings pitched. He gave up 8 hits, struck out 3, 1 walk, 2 earned on his line. Huescar? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, and I turned off the commentator. Yanoa, he gets the win. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, 1 earned on his line, and Minter gets his 3rd save of the season. So there you have it. The Atlanta Braves, they answered back immediately in the top of the 3rd. They tacked on 2 in the top of the 4th, thanks to the hit by pitch and thanks to the error. And they are your winners. Atlanta will get a few days off to get their pitchers and everything all figured out. And this stupid cord is going to drive me nuts. So we can actually go ahead and simulate through there. And this will get us set for the World Series. Spencer Strider, 2-1 with a 5.61 ERA, taking on Luis Castillo, 2-0 with a .75 ERA. We have been really bad with the bats lately. We'll see if we can figure that out by the time that this game comes around. It'll be tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time, right here on the channel. When we played Atlanta last season, the worst games that we had were right before a day off, and I was making sure that I took days off and then would go into the next part, and I think that really helped me. We ended up winning in 6 last season, but I think we went 1-1 at home and then 2-1 on the road, and then we went 1 in game 6, I believe is the order of how that went. But we'll see. It's been rough. We exploded for 10 runs in the first game of the postseason, and we have not been able to really do much offensively since, but who knows? Maybe a little day off. We take a break, we relax, we watch a game, and we'll see what happens. That'll be tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time, right here on the channel. Subscribe over here, ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. The baseball playlist is here. This morning's video, the Krabby Patty taste test. Krabby Patty collab at Wendy's right up there. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy whatever baseball is on. Thanks for watching. Good sports, and go Mariners.